Muy bien.
Chicos, hoy día me gustaría que ustedes conversan un poco directamente con los chicos, sin preguntarme a mí, preguntarles directamente a ellos. Si tienen una duda sobre algo o quieren conocer más sobre lo que están compartiendo, o tal vez tienen una opinión y quieren opinar, siéntense libres, chicos. Pedir el micrófono, pedir la palabra y compartir o preguntar todo lo que ustedes, todo lo que les pasa por la mente y por el corazón. ¿De acuerdo? Ok.
Y entra Kael.
Profe, no
¿Sí?
creo que todos de séptimo hemos de estar porque el internet está malo.
Sí, es muy malo, lamentablemente. Creo que lo mejor para nosotros es en la mañana en internet, en Galápagos. Y más pasan las horas, más flojo se pone.
En la mañana es mejor y va empeorando durante el día.
Sí, y de
Ahí
noche
se suma.
es, de
Ahí
noche es lo
entra
que se
Nick.
queda.
Hang on 1 second. Oh.
I know how to do it.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Um,
Y ahora, Nick.
kia ora.
Good
Hola.
morning.
Hola. One thing, we have all of our devices set up, our Chromebooks, but our Chromebooks don't have Zoom on it. Don't have Zoom installed. So are we able to use Google Meet? Oh, you do know how to
Yes,
use it?
but the bad part is that we cannot do any recording, so we would
Oh,
prefer to do Zoom. Yeah.
give me 2 minutes to see if one of our girls thinks that they can set up Zoom on the Chromebooks. Give us 2 minutes and then we'll go from there.
Emiliano, I think it is possible also
Se
in
puede grabar en Zoom, en Meet.
Meet.
¿Sí?
Yes.
Sí, Mr. Santi siempre graba.
Sí se puede grabar.
No lo he hecho nunca. A ver.
Sí
Google
se
Meet.
puede, se puede.
Qué raro, pero tiene que ser una cuenta paga. Nunca me pasó. Mira que uso Google Meet a diario. Y
Okay, now you need to make sure it's plugged in. Okay.
Tú puedes intentar grabarlo y le paso el enlace.
Hello. Hello, hello.
sí, pero ¿cuál es el enlace? A ver.
Profe, ahí sale que ya está grabando.
Está grabando
Ah,
el Zoom. Pero ahora estoy entrando al Google Meet y no veo ningún botón de grabar.
What?
es, creo que
Which person? With the PC This one's fine. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. G.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Creo que el recording en Meet va a aparecer una vez que empiece la reunión. Si quieres, podemos intentar nosotros dos estar en la reunión de Meet para ver si se puede grabar antes de que nos mudamos todos. ¿Te parece, Emiliano? Guys, we're gonna start soon. We're doing the last checks.
Adi, si ellos están conectados y veo que se ve bien, propongo, para no tener que movilizarnos todos, quedarnos aquí.
¿Ok?
Salvo que tengamos algún problema de conexión. Kia ora, New Zealand.
Hi, New Zealand.
Okay, I think guys, they are not used to the Zoom. So in order to talk, New Zealand, in order to talk, you have to activate your microphone. So the microphone is the first symbol you'll have on the bottom left of your screen.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you, can you share that with everyone, where they can find the microphone and how to activate it?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Toby, Yuvraj,
Yeah.
Akshnur.
Yeah.
Okay. We can hear Maria Toa, Caitlin.
All right.
Okay, we're good to go.
Are we good to go?
Don't be what? You know the teacher knows how to say our names properly.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be back.
He's like, yeah, we can hear you, Yuvraj. Yuvraj. Toby, Bro, I didn't know. For some reason, your thing's on our screen.
Adi, a mí me gustaría hacer una mini intro de contexto del programa de exploración del océano, ¿sí?
Okay, so so to make sure we can hear each other, guys, we're gonna play a bit with the microphones, okay? Now, every time when someone talks, we're gonna close the microphones. And when it's our time to talk, we're gonna activate it, okay? Now we're gonna start the session, and I would like everyone to give a warm welcoming and pass the microphone to Emiliano.
Of course. Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to meet you virtually again. Hello. Today I'm wearing the All Blacks t-shirt, just to show you here. And as I said, we're happy to connect again. For us, this is part of a program that we call Galápagos Infinito, and it's an opportunity for us to keep exploring the ocean and what we have in common with amazing people like you that also live in islands in the Pacific Ocean. So this is going to be like freestyle like last time. I'm trusting a lot these amazing teachers that we're working with. Hello, Marta. Hello, Carol. I just got to see you. So I leave the floor just to play around to Adi and Nick. Last time was really good fun. And now I can feel that the connectivity is much better, which is absolutely great. And one thing, if I can have one wish or one favor, is that last time I could tell that you were singing a song that was absolutely beautiful, but the connectivity was so bad that I would love to hear it again if possible today. But this is just my special request. And I'll leave it all to you, Adi. Feel free to go on.
Thank you, Emiliano. Hello, everyone. Once again, thank you for accepting to meet us again. We are really grateful for our last meeting. And before we continue, I'm asking both groups if anyone in the group would like to say some words for everyone. Si hay alguien en cualquier de los dos grupos quien quiere compartir unas palabras antes de empezar la sesión. Tal vez si hay alguien, last time I know we did the breeding, maybe this time someone from the New Zealand group would like to share something with us, something short.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, yes, Nick, we can hear you well.
Great. Our class is going to start with our karakia, our prayer before our meeting. And this karakia what it does is it gets us into a space where we are ready to learn and our minds are open. And it means that we are at school and we are at school for the purpose of learning. So would anyone from our base like to start our karakia? All right, Maria To.
Before we start, Nick, I'm going to translate to the students. Chicos, antes de empezar las clases, el grupo de Nueva Zelanda tiene también una manera de calmar la mente y ser presente en la actividad. Es un rezo que van a compartir con nosotros. Es muy similar a lo que hemos hecho nosotros antes de las sesiones de clase por la mañana. Okay, Nick.
Cool, thank you. Actually, can I get you guys sound check? Say hello.
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 Okay, cool. We can all hear us. All right, Maria To, do you want to start us off?
Afina siya mai ao kite ako kia pai ai chakula ite kula. Please help me try to learn and have a great day.
All right. Now, remember base 4, you have to remember that your mic is in the Chromebook. So you have to make sure when you're speaking, you pull it closer to you. Okay? Cool. Thank you, Ari. That's our karakia.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for sharing. Can you write the name in the chat for the students, please, so they can see the way it's written as well? Ok, chicos, en el chat van a ver cómo se llama el rezo, la intención que ponen ellos antes de empezar la clase.
Profe, ya entré, perdón por llegar tarde, es que se me fue olvidado.
No te preocupes, Mía. Si por si acaso alguien se sale de la reunión, puede entrar de nuevo sin problemas. Ok, el nombre es karakia, que significa rezo en el idioma maori. Okay, guys. Now, I have remember last time we talked about, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I want both groups, New Zealand and Galápagos, whoever feels free to answer, just feel free, activate your microphone and answer, okay? So guys, remember last time we played a bit with north, south, east, west, but I'm quite short of memory now and I can't remember which way was north again. North again, do you know? Is it this way?
It's that way.
That way, which way? That way? This
North
way?
is that? It's north is straight.
North is straight up, someone said. Okay, I'm gonna put it here, north. What about what comes down here if north is up? South, that's right, guys. This is south, absolutely south. Okay, now here comes the tricky part. What comes on the left as you watch the screen here? What should I put here?
West.
Okay, that will be west. And the last one remaining will be?
East.
West and east. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, do you guys, by any chance, on the map you see on the screen, New Zealand, closest to what name on the map should the Galapagos Island be? More or less, what do you think? Closest to what name on the map?
Brazil.
Should it be closer to
¿Todos
Sydney?
pueden decir o solo los de Nueva Zelanda?
Now, this question is from New Zealand, then I'm gonna have a question for Galapagos, okay? So New Zealand first. Where do you think Galapagos Island will be? Close to Sydney, maybe close to, let's check it out, Indonesia maybe, or maybe close to Mexico? What do you guys think?
Island? Mexico.
Now guys,
Where is Galapagos Island?
Now, guys, this is what I want you to guys to share with me. It's your opinion. There's no right or wrong, okay? So don't worry about that. No, there's no right or wrong. I just want you to give me your opinion.
It's a country, right?
What do you guys think?
What do you think?
Maybe
What
we
do you
could talk
think?
about this. Do you remember?
Mexico.
Okay. One name. So what name close that you see on the map is close to Galapagos? Who's gonna tell me?
Colombia.
Corridor, say something.
Colombia, Peru.
Say it loud, say it loud.
Colombia. Colombia.
Colombia, so somewhere here, right? Okay, that looks really good, guys. Okay, now question for Galapagos. Which name that appears on the map is closest to New Zealand? ¿Qué nombre que aparece en el mapa, piensas que es más cerca de Nueva Zelanda? ¿Será México, tal vez Brasil, tal vez Argentina, tal vez Indonesia, tal vez Australia, Melbourne, Sydney? ¿Cuál piensas tú que de todos estos nombres que aparecen en el mapa es más cerca de Nueva Zelanda? Galápagos. Ok, chicos, ¿alguien de Galápagos? ¿Dónde piensas tú que es localizada Nueva Zelanda? Más o menos, más o menos. Por Australia. Sí, claro que sí. Pues por Australia. Vamos a poner un X también aquí cerca de Australia. Ok, voy a poner un X. Ok, chicos, ahora vamos a explorar juntos. Voy a dar zoom in. I'm going to zoom in on the map. We're going to explore together if we were right. So, New Zealand said close to Colombia. Let's check it out. We go close to Colombia. And we have some islands over here. Let's check it out. Yes, guys. These ones close to Colombia are the Galápagos Islands over here. New Zealand, congratulations, guys. You were really, really close to the answer. Actually, you nailed it, guys. You have it. Let's check it out then. The group from Galápagos, they said Australia. Let's zoom in on the map. Oh, here it is, New Zealand. New Zealand. This is great, guys. Both groups know where the other group is. Now, my question to you is, using the points north, south, east, west, New Zealand. From New Zealand to Galapagos, which direction should you go?
East. 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 East.
How
East.
should you go?
Northeast.
East?
Northeast.
Northeast. Okay, so we are here in New Zealand, right? I mean, you guys are there in New Zealand. We are here in Galapagos. So you have to go. Can you say that again, please?
Northeast. Northeast. Northeast.
Northeast. Exactly. Beautiful. Northeast. From New Zealand, we can find Galápagos. This is the short way. What about Galápagos? Chicos, de Galápagos, para ir a Nueva Zelanda, y si nos vamos a guiar por los puntos, norte, sur, este, oeste, ¿en qué dirección nos vamos a ir? ¿Nos vamos a ir al este, tal vez? ¿Nos vamos a ir al norte?
Suroeste.
Sí.
Southwest.
Sí, sureste. Exacto.
Southwest, you say. Yes, that's it, guys. Southwest. That's exactly where we are. Now, guys, as you look at the map, there's one big thing in between the two islands.
Pacific Ocean.
Exactly.
Pacific Ocean.
That's exactly what it is, guys. It's the Pacific Ocean. And this is the one of the most beautiful things that both places have in common. So today, we're going to talk a bit about the Pacific Ocean. And to do that, we're going to play a bit with the groups. We're going to create some small groups so we can go inside and talk about it. Okay? Would you like that, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Okay. So, tell you what, I'm going to create the groups, and in each group, I'm going to put one of the small groups in New Zealand and students from Galapagos as well. Meanwhile, I create the groups. I'm going to let the conversation open so you guys can ask each other questions. Voy a crear los grupos, chicos, y en cada grupo voy a poner estudiantes de Galápagos y estudiantes de Nueva Zelanda. Mientras, dejo la conversación abierta y ustedes pueden conversar. Pueden preguntar cualquier cosa sobre cualquier curiosidad. Ok. Nick, can you help the students with the questions meanwhile I create the groups, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me open up our questions. All right, so mainly what we'll be talking about, like RD said in Galápagos, we are talking about some of the shared things that we have. And the biggest shared thing that we have between New Zealand, Aotearoa, and Galápagos, of course, is the Pacific Ocean. Okay, so what the things that we want to talk about is what is it like living right next to the ocean? All right, like we live in Auckland, and Auckland is surrounded by oceans on both sides. Okay, no matter where you go, if you go east or you go west, you will get to the ocean. Right, and we know that, and all of us have spent lots of time near the ocean or in water. Right, like every Friday we go to swimming lessons because it's really important for us to learn to swim because we live in the middle of the ocean. So what we want to do is we want to discuss with our friends in Galápagos some of those things that we share. What is it like living next to an ocean? Do we think that we know a lot about the ocean? Do we think, what do we need to do to look after our ocean? Do you think that in New Zealand, do we do a good job of looking after the ocean? All right, these are some of the questions that we want to be thinking about during our discussions, because we might find that some of the things, Jasly and Giselle, we might find that some of the things that we think about, okay, when it comes to the ocean, might even be the same for them, even though they are thousands and thousands of kilometers away. Yeah, do we understand? Hi, Kapai? Awesome. All right, I'll be ready. Something else we might want to talk about is just yesterday, our New Zealand government, they announced, they put into law saying that in New Zealand, there is a climate emergency. Right. Now, an emergency, what is an emergency? Ella?
It's like when you're like hurt or something.
Yeah, that's we're getting very close. Akshno?
Emergency is like something that is major, for example, like how COVID-19 came. It was a big emergency, so we had lockdown.
Yeah.
So that's what emergency is.
Exactly. Now make sure when you talk into the laptop, eh? All right, so that everyone else can hear you. But that was a fantastic answer, Akshno. So an emergency, like Akshno and Ella were talking about, is something that's really big and it's happening straight away. Right? Like when we call 111, we do it when there's an emergency. We need help right now. And what the government is saying is that when it comes to climate, when it comes to climate change, when it comes to our environment, there's an emergency. We need to do something about it. So you might have thoughts about what we can do to help our climate. Okay, because I know that at our school, we try and make sure we do lots of little things to help our climate. And I know that you guys know what those are, so I'd love to hear you share them with our friends in Galápagos. Okay, now some things before we go into our breakout room. Make sure when you talk clearly, you talk loudly, you talk into your Chromebook. Okay, you don't have to go all the way up close like this, all right? But you do need to make sure you're in front of the laptop and you're talking nice and loudly, okay, or else, because if I can't hear you properly right next to you, they won't hear you across the world. Right, Kampai, we're all good.
I'm gonna ask Rebecca to help us with translating what the students from New Zealand are saying for our group. Okay, Rebecca? Are we okay, Bex?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, chicos, we're ready. Okay, guys. Okay, I have an idea. Guys. What do you think about going inside the groups, because the groups will be a bit smaller, and talk to each other about, let's say, 2 or 3 things related to the ocean. I have these ideas over here, like, for example, what is it that you guys know about the ocean? Also, we can think about what are the threats the Pacific Ocean is facing. For example, a threat is like something that threatens the life in the ocean. What are some things that are threatening the life in the ocean? And also, what can we do to take care of the ocean, okay? So around these 3 questions, we can conversate with the other group, from either from Galapagos or from New Zealand. What do you guys think? Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Sí, Juli, querida, ¿puedes? Claro que sí. Well, you just have to click on the button that says go to a breakout room. And you're going to find yourself into a smaller group. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys. And I'm going to put the questions in the chat. In each group, there will be either a teacher, either someone who is guiding the meeting, so they can help with the questions. Okay, here we go. Ok, Elian, Anthony, Juli, vamos a entrar en la sesión de grupos. Juli. Ok, Juli, si me escuchas, te vamos a esperar dentro de...
But I don't live on a farm. I live on a big area.
Welcome back, everyone. So I hope you managed to have a... Did you guys manage to have a... to talk about the ocean, to talk about each other in the small groups? Did you have the chance to do it? Okay, good. Okay, guys, what do you think? What do you guys think if we share a bit of what we talked in our groups? ¿Qué opinan ustedes si vamos a compartir unas de las conversaciones que hemos tenido en los grupos pequeños? For example, I'm going to start with the question, what do you know about the ocean? Who wants to share what is it that they talked in their group? ¿Qué saben sobre el océano? ¿Quién quiere compartir qué es lo que han conversado sobre el océano en su grupo? ¿Qué saben? ¿Qué sabemos? What do we know?
That so many animals, and the big animal there is la ballena.
So there are many animals in the ocean. Thank you, Mia. Anyone else?
And and the largest animal is I think is the whale or the killer whale.
The whale. Okay, guys, now you can activate your microphones, everyone. Who wants to answer, activate your microphone and answer. We want to listen to you, okay? Okay, we have here Maria Toa's group, Caitlin and Ella. Okay.
So we talked about the threats to the ocean, and we were saying pollution and oil.
Becca, can you help me translate for the Galápagos group? So they talked about pollution, oil.
Estaban hablando sobre el océano y cómo estaba muy contaminado y había así gasolina.
Why did I get hurt? Why did I get?
Anyone else? Yes.
También hablábamos de lo que afectaba al océano y cómo lo podíamos solucionar.
Becca?
We talked about how the ocean is polluted and how we can help and fix it.
And how can we help and fix that? ¿Cómo podemos ayudar?
Por ejemplo, en la basura podemos ya dejar de botar basura al mar porque afecta a los animales, o si no también podemos hacer mingas para recoger la basura.
Becca?
For example, we can stop throwing trash in the ocean and get together with people or neighbors and pick up trash in parks or the neighborhood.
Do you think this is an idea that could be implemented in New Zealand? What do the students from New Zealand think? Just Lee, Caitlin, Toby, what do your groups think about it? Ria?
We can stop polluting.
We can stop throwing rubbish.
When we're at the beach, we can clean up.
Becca, can you help me translating?
Decían botar menos basura, cuando se vayan a la playa, limpiar, y el otro no escuché muy bien.
Yes, guys, that's true. All the ideas you guys gave, they are really valuable. Todas las ideas que ustedes han dicho sí son muy, muy valiosas. I was in a group where Piero said something really interesting. Piero, would you like to share that with the group, please?
¿Cuál cosa, profe?
Decías algo sobre los tiburones.
He's going to share something about sharks.
Ellos hacen sopa, algunos países hacen sopa de tiburones, con las aletas.
Aleta de tiburón.
That we do, he is asking if we do soup out of sharks.
Sí, profe, y para coger las aletas de tiburones solo les cortan las aletas y el demás cuerpo solo lo botan al mar. O sea, solo se llevan las aletas.
Apparently, yeah. They are asking if we take the fin out of the shark to make soup or drink.
No, we don't do that in New Zealand, eh? Mm.
No, we weren't asking. We were like saying that some people, sometimes we get large fishing boats and they kill sharks and eat them and they overfish.
Mm. Yeah, we have a problem with overfishing in New Zealand as well, where fishing boats come and, you know, they have big nets and they just take heaps and heaps of fish from the ocean. And that's a massive problem in New Zealand as well, that some of our government, they want to put cameras on fishing boats, and the fishing boats, they don't want that. So it's a big problem in New Zealand as well.
Becca?
Que en Nueva Zelanda también tienen un gran problema con la sobrepesca y que ¿cómo me olvidé eso? Me olvidé la
El
palabra.
gobierno.
Sí, el gobierno quiere poner cámaras en los botes de pesca, pero los botes de pesca no quieren.
Yeah. And New Zealand, do we have any more things that we want to share about the ocean? Things that are a problem, or maybe that are a good thing that we love about the ocean? Jasmine,
Most of the part of our oceans are quite like clear and clean water. Yeah.
Mm. We were talking in our group about how New Zealand has what's the word I'm looking for? New Zealand has a reputation of being very clean and a very beautiful country, and it is, but also there is quite a lot of pollution, and a lot of the beaches around Auckland, where we live, that were once, you know, very clean, are now actually the water quality isn't safe enough to swim. So that's been a big problem from pollution, from a lot of our wastewater, which is water from like toilets and showers and stuff, sometimes goes directly into the ocean. So that's a big problem that we need to fix in New Zealand. And I think it was Mia who spoke, and she said that sometimes there's a problem when oil and petrol goes into the sea as well, and that causes pollution.
Kyle, Becca, Mia, Dana, who would like to translate?
Me. Que pues yo hablé sobre que algunas veces como el agua se ve como de arco iris y es porque hay petróleo en el agua.
Yes, sí. También Nick me ha dicho que Nueva Zelanda es reconocida como uno de los países más limpios del mundo, con más cuidado hacia la naturaleza.
Yo investigué sobre eso y sí vi que era un país, aparte de ser tan limpio, también era uno de los países más seguros.
¿Puedes decirle esto a ellos?
Yes, that I read that New Zealand is one of the place in the world that is clean and has security. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right, guys.
Yeah, I've been to some different countries around the world that are definitely not as clean as New Zealand, but I think we do have a problem in New Zealand and we do need to fix it before it becomes a big problem.
Okay, guys, this has been really, really engaging. Esta sesión fue súper enganchante así y fue súper linda, chicos. Me alegro mucho que tuvieron la oportunidad de compartir lo que saben y descubrir cosas nuevas. I'm really glad that you guys had the chance to share in small groups and also learn new things, discover new things. Unfortunately, we come too close to the end, but before we end, lamentablemente llegamos cerca de la final de la sesión de hoy, pero antes de cerrar la sesión, el grupo de Nueva Zelanda quiere compartir algo con nosotros. Before we end, the New Zealand group has something to share with us. I'm going to remind them that they do have our presentation that we prepared for them. Ellos ya tienen nuestra presentación, lo van a ver y vamos a coordinar para recibir unas opiniones. So, ahora vamos a ver qué es lo que quieren compartir ellos con nosotros. Now we are going to see what is that they want to share with us.
Una cosa, profe, ¿cuántas más sesiones vamos a tener con Nueva Zelanda? ¿O hay más?
Pues, Beca, no sabemos seguro ahora. Todo depende de si ustedes lo disfrutan. Si ellos lo disfrutan, si nosotros lo disfrutamos y si queremos tal vez crear algo en común. Vamos a ver. Estamos abiertos y vamos a ver cómo se desarrollan las cosas. ¿Te parece?
Sí.
All right. Our girls are ready to sing. What's that?
Oh, okay.
Our girls are ready to sing their song that they sung last week.
Nick, can we see them? Can
yes, they are.
with your laptop?
Maybe you guys could come over to my laptop.
¿Por qué no hace que se
Because the
alineen
quality might be a
donde
bit better.
está su compu?
Yeah? So you guys can quit that one or just leave it and then come over to my laptop.
Can you? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Chicos, vamos a desactivar los micrófonos para escuchar al grupo de Nueva Zelanda.
What's the name of the song again? Say what? All right. I'm going to play it on mute, but you guys can sing with the things there.
Karaoke, yeah.
Okay, are you guys ready?
No.
Okay, it's okay. Big chests, okay? Standing up strong. All right. Okay. All right, you guys can all hear us?
Yes.
Yes, really well, really good. Clear.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? Tahi rua toru fa. But then it's going to come through. Oh, do you guys actually want to do it on the Chromebook? No, the words there. And then, because if we play it out loud, it's going to come through the speaker.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Can you guys go grab a Chromebook?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, they just forgot the
No
words.
worries.
Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna get another computer.
Chicos, están preparando algo lindo para nosotros. Qué lindo, qué lindo. Yo estoy emocionado. ¿Ustedes cómo se sienten?
You guys look very nice.
También emocionados.
Con curiosidad.
Sí.
So, stand up straight.
Tengo que decirles, chicos, que la cultura maorí piensan que es la cultura ancestral de Nueva Zelanda, que es muy parecida a la cultura inca en Ecuador. Entonces era la civilización que vivió años atrás en las islas de Nueva Zelanda y que aún vive con la gente que habita en las islas. Ok.
All right, we are ready, Adi, for you.
Sí, we're all good.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so it's not too loud, all right? Okay. Toru fa.
Te ahomaira, te whetu o te ata, kopui te a, paraira ui te pō, kia tu te ramarama, he ara, tu mai a koe tohu ia. To my te whetu o te ata, kopoi te a, parera tui te pō, kia tu te amarama, he ara, te mai a koe he tohu ia. Te mai a koe he tohu ia. Te mai a koe he tohu ia.
All right, thank you for listening.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, guys. That was really beautiful. ¿Qué opinan, chicos? Qué lindo.
Estuvo lindo.
Right, why don't we all bring our chairs?
Estuvo lindo.
Cantan bien.
Yes.
Yeah.
The students say that it was beautiful and that you guys are good singers. Okay, guys. Okay, here we go. That's the group from New Zealand is getting together.
Right, Chris, how do I come sit over here? Bring your chair. Okay, if we go, actually, you guys can stay there, and then we'll put our Chromebook, and you guys can all sit close to Navneek's table.
Okay, Nick. I think we got close to the end. I'm really grateful for this meeting, and I would also like to ask whoever in the group wants to say one thing that they are grateful for due to the meeting we had. Yo soy muy agradecido, chicos, por nuestra reunión, de verdad. Soy muy agradecido y quiero también preguntarle a ustedes si alguien quiere compartir una cosa por cual se sienten agradecidos también. Por ejemplo, estoy muy agradecido por haber escuchado las opiniones del otro grupo. I'm really grateful for listening the opinions of the other group and get to know them a bit better. What do you guys, how do you guys feel like?
La canción.
Yo estoy agradecido por todo lo que han hecho por nosotros, por esta reunión.
Becca, can you help me?
A traducir.
Yes.
Piero is grateful for everything you've done to help like bring this meeting together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who would like to share something? Nice and loud.
Anyone else? ¿Alguien más se siente agradecido por cualquier otra cosa? Tal vez una cosa que han aprendido hoy día. Maybe one thing that we learned today.
Estoy agradecida de poder conocer niñas así como de nuestra edad que viven en otros lugares del mundo.
Can you say that to them as well?
No quiero.
Akshnal from our class would like to share something.
So
Okay, we're listening.
So what I have learned from this lesson that we just had, like the Zoom meeting, I've learned that like we went into different rooms, like with a couple of people in one room, and I learned that in the groups that we have basically not that much difference, we're basically kind of the same, and I learned that it's actually we're kind of the the Pacific Ocean. Is not and I learned that the big difference is the Galápagos beaches have other stuff like they said the octopuses and stuff like that, but in this country we have octopuses far off in in the outer ocean. So yeah, I learned something new today.
Thank you. Está agradecido porque durante la sesión de grupos él aprendió un poco sobre las playas de Galápagos y también descubrió que en Galápagos hay pulpos. También en Nueva Zelanda hay pulpos. Now guys, Rebecca said that she's really grateful that had the chance to meet students like herself and like our group from another country and to see how it is to talk to someone to your own age, but from another country.
Thank you. You're right. Would you like to share something that you're grateful for that you learned?
I learned that there is quite a lot of stuff in common with the Pacific Ocean that we share, even if we're on one corner of the Pacific Ocean and the Galápagos Islands are on the other corner. We still have quite a lot in common.
That is so beautiful. Lo que ha aprendido es que Galápagos está en una esquina del Océano Pacífico y Nueva Zelanda en la otra esquina del Océano Pacífico y aún así tenemos tantas cosas en común.
Qué lindo.
Dante says that is beautiful. Is there anyone else who would like to share? ¿Hay alguien más que le gustaría compartir?
También me gustó aprender sobre Nueva Zelanda. No sabía que su deporte, o sea, su original deporte era el hockey.
Mia said
Rugby,
sorry.
Mia said that she's really grateful that she had the chance to learn about your culture. She didn't know that your national sport is rugby. Dante or someone from New Zealand, and then we're gonna close.
Acá también donde estoy yo.
Kobe,
También juegan mucho rugby.
Mhm. I'm sure they do. They're similar cultures.
Meet you
Okay.
guys. I'm really glad I had this opportunity to Zoom call and learn a lot about your island. Now, I didn't know anything before, but now I know a lot about Galápagos, so thank you.
Estoy muy agradecido que tuve la oportunidad de aprender sobre Galápagos y agradecido por esta oportunidad de tener la reunión de Zoom. Antes no sabía muchas cosas sobre Galápagos, pero ahora sí sé y por esto quiero decirle gracias. Dante, ¿qué es lo que querías compartir?
Que estoy agradecido porque por haber cantado esa canción.
Very grateful for the song that you had sing.
Ujú, ujú.
Yo estoy agradecida por haber conocido a gente, o sea, que no es de aquí, viene muy lejos y de su país que hay. Y ya.
Hannah is really grateful for having the chance to know people from far away, from another country. That means you guys.
So much.
Okay, I think we got to the end of our session for today. I would love everyone to turn on the cameras so we can give them a virtual hug. Me gustaría que encendemos nuestras cámaras para darle un abrazo virtual a nuestros amigos de Nueva Zelanda.
Oh, everyone's there. The whole family.
How do you say thank you in New Zealand?
You can just say kia ora. So I'll write it in the chat.
Kia ora.
Yep. So kia ora, which means hello, but it also means thank you in Māori. How else do we say it? How else do we say thanks? Just thanks. Eh? Just thanks. Yeah, we can say kia ora.
Ok, Galápagos a las 3. Vamos a agradecerlo al grupo de Nueva Zelanda en su propio idioma. Kia ora. 1, 2, 3.
Kia ora.
Ahora, muchas gracias.
And what do we need to say? All right, we're going to say gracias on 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Gracias.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone.
This was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. Take good care of you, everyone. A big hug from Galápagos.
Bye.
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 Chao.
Bye.
Profe, quédese.
Chao.
Profe, quédese.
Grita, Dan.
Nos salimos, profe.
Sí, chicos, nos salimos.
Chao.
Chao, queridos.
Bien.
Gracias a todos.
Abrazos.
Gracias, Adi. Estuvo increíble. Muy, muy lindo. Muy lindo.
Qué lindo hoy día.
Hermoso.
Fascinante, qué
Hermoso.
lindo.
Fascinante.
Sí,
Te
absolutamente.
agradezco un montón. Estuviste increíble. Gracias.
A ustedes
Al
por organizar todo esto.
Al principio
Mía.
estuvo, o sea, no fue muy bueno porque pues se fue el internet casi en nivel de
Dale,
toda
Mía,
la...
adelante.
Bueno.
Te escuchamos.
Uno era profe que Lian no dijo absolutamente nada, ni Anthony. Bueno, Anthony yo creo que fue su internet, pero Lian sí me escuchaba bien, pero pues no dijo nada. Él fue la única que habló. Y 2 era sobre lo del amigo secreto. Yo me sentí incómoda, profe, porque solo
qué lindo.
yo hablaba.
Pues mira, lo que pasa, querida, es que cada uno de nosotros es diferente. A unos nos da gana hablar, a otros no nos da gana hablar, a unos nos da gana hacer ruido, a otros nos da gana estar en silencio. Entonces, simplemente unos hablamos, otros no. Tal vez la próxima va a hablar otra persona más y otra se va a quedar callada, porque tenemos días y días, ¿cierto? Entonces, creo que lo más lindo es aceptar a cada uno como es. Y esto. Y del amigo secreto podemos hablar nosotros en el chat que tenemos con todo el grupo para que todo el mundo pueda escuchar lo que
Ok.
estamos diciendo, ¿de acuerdo?
Ya.
Les agradezco de corazón por haber participado hoy, lo disfruté un montón y seguro que después se nos ocurre alguna otra actividad para hacer.
Ujú, qué lindo.
Les mando un abrazo a
Chévere.
todos.
Gracias, Emiliano.
Igual.
Bye.
Abrazos.
Chao, profe.
Muchas gracias. Chao, chao.
Chao.